Good morning, class. I hope you are doing well today.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, welcome again to my English class. So, I have already sent out the G-form link for your attendance, and I will wait around 2 minutes while you do that, and I will be preparing the materials for today's material. And also, I have Mr. Ilham helping me for today's lesson. Mr. Ilham, can you send the G-form attendance, please? Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be right on it.
The G-form link is on the chat box. You guys can access it. I will wait around 2 minutes. Mr. Ilham, should we call out the students one by one, or we move on?
Okay, so firstly, I would like to validate your attendance instead of just filling the attendance form. So I would like to call you one by one. So the first one is Aditya Putri.
I'm here, sir.
Okay. Fadli Aufa.
Present, sir.
And the next is Diki Eko.
I'm here, sir.
The next one is Anissa Marlin.
I'm here, sir.
Okay, so the next one is Keselola.
Yes, sir.
Hilda Nur Permata.
I'm here, sir.
And Hanifah Rizky, the last one.
I'm here, sir.
Okay, so
Thank you,
all
Mr. Ilham,
have-
for calling out its students. So, before we move on, Mr. Ilham, can you go back to Nirpa? Okay, thank you very much. So, before we move on to our next part, I'm going to show you a short video related to the topic for today's session. So, just to give you an idea or a heads up, Mr. Ilham, next.
So is it accessible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is everyone at Nearpod? No one is having a trouble, right? If you have any trouble, just raise your hand. Me and Mr. Ilham will help you. Okay? All right, after you watch that video, the short video about top 10 healthy foods, there must be some kind of major keywords that should pop out on your mind. So, it should give you an idea about the materials that we are going to discuss later on. So, first of all, I'm going to show you the objectives of our materials for today. So, after learning the materials in this chapter, you are expected to be able to, first of all, students can identify, you guys can identify the main idea and detailed information from an oral and verbal procedure text presented in multimodal form about healthy foods. Second of all, you guys, students, can communicate simple ideas and opinion in various discussion, collaborative activities, and presentation orally about healthy foods. And for the last objective, you are going to be expected to be able to write a procedure text about healthy foods with an appropriate structure of organization and linguistic features and present it. So in short, by the end of this lesson, you will have a better understanding of what procedure text is and how to write your own clear and concise instruction. Is it understandable, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Moving on, Mr. Ilham. So, and next is I want to share your ideas after watching the video and understanding the learning goals. I want you to share your ideas about, let's do number 3, shall we? What kind of healthy foods have you successfully made? You can write down your answer. It's just a short, simple answer, and I will wait around 2 minutes. Fruit salad, good. Anissa. Salad, juice. Nice. Oatmeal, Fadli. Different, okay. But it's very healthy. Fruit salad, vegetable soup. Soft bread with strawberry jam. Salad. So I guess everybody know how to make salad. Okay. Very good, very good. Mr. Ilham, what do you say? Okay, we're moving on then. Okay, before we play the video, just to give you a clear mind, here's another video for more info about our materials. And also, I put 4 questions inside it, so you better be ready. Okay, Mr. Ilham, you can play.
So you've got this amazing idea for your science project that's going to make you the next Albert Einstein. But to make it, you'll need help from Dad on the power tools. You've used his handiwork before on your projects, and it's a recipe for disaster. Here's the thing, in your mind, you can imagine how great the project will be, but when you explain it to your dad, he just doesn't get it like you do. So is there a way around this mess? You better believe there is. It's called a procedure.
So, for the first question is, what comes to your mind after seeing the word procedure? Go answer the question and I will wait for you. Mr. Ilham, can you show the time? The classroom screen? 2 minutes. 1 minute, Mr. Ilham. It should be enough. Thank you. From Aditya, I want to make something. Very nice. Step to make or to do something. That's correct. Steps of making something. Diki, I think it's about how to make something or how to use something. Procedure text is how to make something. Good. Everyone is correct. It seems that everyone already know our material for today. Mr. Ilham, can you play? Next, play in the video.
And it's really easy to write. It will explain step by step how to make the project. All you need is a title that describes what you are trying to do, a list of the materials, and a number of steps that clearly show Dad what to do. Remember to capitalize your title. Use bullet points to list the materials.
So for our second for our second question is, why are materials important in procedure text? Give your opinions on it. 1 minute, 2 minutes, Mr. Ilham. Opinion. It must be well, not short. I think it's enough, Mr. Ilham. Could you pause the timer and see the answer? Yeah. Okay, guess so, because we need materials to make something. Good. Materials are important because we have to know. Because it consists of ingredients and tools that we will be using it. Okay, can you scroll down, Mr. Ilham? Partly, materials is important to showing process, I think. Great. Because materials contain the ingredients that we use in making it. Okay, everyone is correct then, because material is important to make something. Okay, cool. Shall we move on, Mr. Ilham?
And start each step with a time connected like first, next, then, and finally. Alternatively, start each step with a verb.
Okay, for the third one is, can you give examples of any words that can be used for step? 30 seconds, Mr. Ilham. It should be enough. It's just a few 30 seconds now. Thank you. Hey, Aditya Putri is the first one. First, next, cut, good. Stir, chop, or boil. Okay. First, next. Okay, we're done. So, do, cut, push, pull, give. Okay, great. Shall we move on, Mr. Ilham? Everyone is doing great.
Dads also like pictures to help explain the steps. So what are you waiting for? Use your awesome literacy skills to write a procedure that Dad can't get wrong. Or take a course at literateme.com to learn, publish your writing, and earn points and badges for your effort.
Okay, for our last questions is, are you ready to learn about procedure text and what do you know about it? Set up a timer about 20 seconds, Mr. Ilham. You see now. Okay, we're done. It seems no one. Oh, Hilda. Yes, I want to know Yes, I am. I want to know how to write procedure text, right? Yes. I want to learn about it and how to make it. Good, family. Yes, I'm ready. Good. Okay, move on. Okay, our materials today is procedure text. Okay, next. So, procedure text is a type of text that give instructions on how to do something. It is commonly found in manuals, recipe, tutorials, and it mainly uses a clear and concise language to guide readers through a series of steps or action. As you may encounter this type of text in your daily life, it is important to understand how to read and write it effectively. So there are two types of procedure text, and the first one is text that instruct on how to or how to make something, or like how to make food, banana ice cream, or how to make a bread. And the second one is how to operate things. When you buy a new laptop and you don't know how to use it, and you must open the instruction booklet and how to operate your laptop. Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, move on. So, for the language features, there are 5 language features inside procedure text. The first one is using action first, for example, like fold, twist, cut, fold, slice, pour, cook, and etc. And the second one is using imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is a sentence that gives the readers an instruction or make a request or issue and comment. So the third one is, as you may all know, using a simple present tense, do this, do that, and other things. So, and the next one is linking words, to do with the time. So first, when, then, and etc. are used for connecting the text. And the last one is detailed information on how carefully with the scissors and where from the top and when after it has set. Okay, next is going to be explained by Mr. Ilham.
Okay, so I will take my turn to replace Mr. Dira, for explaining the detail of procedure text. So the next one is generic structure. So the procedure text goal or aim is to state what is to be done or showing the purpose. So you know, like what Mr. Diras has explained before, like procedure text is how to make something and how something is to be done, like you know, like making food or how to use some tools or something. So the next one is materials, which list in order of use includes items needed to complete task or telling the needed materials. When we are making a food or something, you know, like there are some ingredients that should be available in making food. And the last one is method, which a series of steps to achieve the purpose. Like you know, the steps are, this is the essential part of how to make something. So basically, this method is the how. So this one is the example of procedure text. So we can see here how to make banana ice cream. So this one is basically the purpose itself, the aim or the goals that I have explained before. here, the goal or the aim, and the materials. It is available here: one large ripe banana, 100 milliliter milk, 100 milliliter of heavy cream, and so on. So that one basically the material, and then this is how to make the banana ice cream itself, the step. So yeah, it consists of like the language feature before that Mr. Tira has explained before, and then this is the detail, and when the step is done, you can see or you can make the result.
So, after hearing my explanation and Mr. Ilham's explanation, do you guys have any question? Feel free to raise your hand. Okay. Adit and Fadli. Fadli, you can turn on your mic.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the change. I want to ask about the procedure text earlier. So, what are the other examples of making a recipe in procedure text? Can we make something other? I think that's my question, sir.
Just to be clear, your question is, what is other types of other than how to make something? Is that correct?
Yeah.
For the other types of procedure text, other than how to make something, is about an instruction on how to do something, how to operate something. Sorry. When you buy a smartphone, you must get a booklet for the instruction how to use it. Can you understand it? Do you know able to understand my answer?
Yes, I think your answer is acceptable. Thank you, sir.
Next, Adit.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, sir. My question is, why does the language feature for procedure text should be use simple present tense? Thank you.
Okay, so I would like to answer Aditya question. So why does in procedure text use a simple present in language features? Is that correct? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
yeah, so why do we use simple present? Why do we not use the other tenses, just like past tense or something? It is because in procedure text we have found, or we will find the command sentence, like the instruction from the procedure text itself on how to make something, like pour the salt or something, like when we are operating something, like pull the button of this or something. So it contains of the command sentence, so it should be using present tense. Is it understandable for Aditya Putri?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you are very welcome. So because we have known brief explanation about the procedure text, can you explain about procedure text in your own statement? You can raise your hand. Okay, there are two students that have raised their hand. So the first one is Tiki. You may answer.
Okay, sir. Is my voice clear?
Your voice is clear.
Okay, thank you. So, in my point of view, a procedure tag is a text that explains about how to make something or how to use something, and the purpose is to describe how something is completely done through the sequence of the steps. And for the generic structure, there are goals, materials, and steps or methods. That's all, sir.
Okay, a very nice answer from Tiki, which as detailed by Tiki himself. That's a correct answer. Thank you, Tiki. So the next one is Anissa Marlin. You may answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Same as Tiki, I think procedure text is a text that explain or inform the reader on how to make or use something. That's it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's a very good answer as well. So I assume that you have understood the material of procedure text. So moving on to the next session. So now the next session is the quizzes. You can access the quizzes, so I'd like to send not the link but the code of the quizzes. So now you can access it. Okay, so there are some of you that have joined, so I would like to just begin it right away. Okay, so that everyone have done the quizzes, so it's just it's just to make sure that you are still focused on the lesson. So it's not affect to your grade or something, but it's just that I and Mr. Dira want to gain the attention back, so you can focus on the lesson back. So if you don't mind, let me just move on to the next session. So the next one is fill in the blank. So I would like to tell you about the detail. So it is a group session which you have to work with your partner, and I have list the name of the group. Yes, and I would like to to select the leader of the group through this polling. So Hilda will be the leader of the third group, and Basil will be the leader of the first group, and Hanifa will be the leader of the group 2. So the fill in the blank itself, just the leader or the captain that will answer the fill in the blanks question, and you may just work with your own partner through the WhatsApp group. So I would like to give you some minutes. So do you want me to wait for how many minutes, guys, so you can work on it?
I think 5 minutes is enough, Mr. Ilham.
So 5 minutes it is.
Yes, 5 minutes, sir.
I think 5 minutes.
Okay, so 5 minutes then. From now, it starts on.
If the head of the group is done answering the questions, you can tell by the chat box if you are done, okay? So that we are not wasting any time.
Alright, so some of you have answered the task, and I will wait for the other groups.
Group 1 is done. Great.
Okay, so so this is the results. Yes, I think everyone is doing well, and like there are just a few mistakes that maybe just a miss or something. So just don't mind it. I would like to lead us to the next session. So there are the other activity, which is match the pair. So just to make you clear, this is not the group work anymore. So it is working on your own. So it is individual. So I will start the activity right away. Okay, so I think some of you have done it. Maybe Mr. Tira, can we just move to the next session, or yes?
Let's go. Let's move on to the next session.
Okay, thank you very much. If you don't mind, I would like to move to the next session. So there are the quiz session. It's time to quiz. It's also the individual activity, so you will be working on your own. So I would like to start it right away.
Everyone is already at the end. Near at the end. The time 5 minutes is max, I think.
Yeah, I think when it's because most of you have filled the quiz. Yes, so you can see the result here, so you can reflect yourself. But I think overall you guys are doing well. So just don't mind the time. I would like to continue the next session when you are done. So you guys have done the quiz, which it has to be the assessment for this lesson. I would like to next from it. So here is the assignment, the individual assignment that you have to work on your own. So you can scan the barcode that I have shared. And just to let you know that this one is making a procedure text. So you guys have to make your own procedure text just as relevant as the topic, which is a healthy foods. So this assignment due to next week. So you have 1 week time to work on this assignment. So you can access the template of your work and you can just submit on the barcode as well. So it will lead you through the Google Drive or the assignment place. Okay, so is it clear for the assignment?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's clear.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
is there any other question so far? Just to make sure that you understand the topic or the material that we have discussed before. Is there any questions so far?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, so moving on to the next one. So I would like to review our lesson today. So we have studied or we have learned about the definition of procedure text, generic structure of procedure text, and language features of procedure text as well, that have been discussed by Mr. Tira, and I have continued the Mr. Tira's explanation on how to make a procedure text and the example of procedure text relating to healthy foods. So I think that's all from me and from Mr. Tira, and thank you very much for your attention. It is a pleasure to teach you all, and if I or Mr. Tira have a mistakes or something, our apologies. So I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, students. See you next time.
See you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
See you,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.